back to another Big Bob's MTG box opening. We got the newest and the best and the brightest Theros Beyond Death. We have 2 booster boxes here, as well as a gift from one of my buddies at the card shop, Battle for Zendikar. Now, I've been doing a little bit of work with the guys at World of Games 2.0 down in Lakeville, Minnesota. And this was one of the things that they gave me for saying thank you. So we're going to crack it open on the channel, see what we get, see what we can pull. I know that the Pain Lands are in here, as well as some of the larger Eldrazi type creatures and whatnot. So we're going to see how that goes as well. Set that right off there. And so, Theros Beyond Death. Pre-release was last night. I picked up my boxes. I lost one, so I went 3-1. And I played a white-green deck. I'll go ahead and post the deck that I actually played there. So these 2 packs right here, this is the promo buy a box thing for whenever you buy one of these Theros Beyond Death boxes, pre-release type of thing. Whenever you buy a box of those, you get this. Now, Wizards screwed up, and I'll show you what they did. You're supposed to get a promo card and a foil special Theros land. So here we go. This is what you get for the buy a box promo, which you should know if you have done any research at all. So, there. Athreos, Shroud Veiled. He is a god. And he's a legendary enchantment creature. Indestructible as long as your devotion to white and black is less than 7. Athreos isn't a creature. So white and black. Great. At the beginning of your end step, put a coin counter on another target creature. Whenever a creature with a coin counter on it dies or is put into exile, return that creature to the battlefield under your control. Amazing card. And this is what Wizards screwed up on. It's supposed to be a new foily type land for their Pokemon energy type of lands, but it's not, which is why they sent out bulk lands to the shops. And being that this land itself is a gamble, they hid it in a sleeve and allowed you to have a gamble again for what you got. So there is a forest. I actually like these lands. I think they look cool. The problem that I have with them is they are not basic lands as per Magic. They're something different. It's the same reason I have an issue with like Harry Potter being at the Renaissance Festival. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Let's all have fun and let's enjoy ourselves, but it's just not the Magic style that I have grown to love, where there's an art to it, and this looks like something some of my friends would make in photography school. So, who knows? Here we go, first box opening. Right, so some of the things that I was excited to pull from here would be some of the new Hydras in here are actually pretty sick. And there's a really awesome Hydra enchantment, Hydra form that doubles the amount of counters. So I'm hoping to get a couple of those from here. Sorry about the camera wobbling around a little bit. I have to use a card table that's not exactly the most sturdy. So put up with my wobbliness, and let's see what we can pull here. Okay, well, I guess we'll start out with this one left over in the bottom, huh? Oh, these are pull tab from the side because they were all printed in Japan. And the rare is actually not here. Not here. Right there. So, Shatter the Sky is the very first one to come off to us. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card. Then destroy all creatures. Wow. Okay, so, and then we have Hero's Revel, Elspeth's Nightmare, and Commanding Presence. And then commons. All right, round 2. Fight! Or open. Another human soldier. Bronze sword foil. Not bad. And Temple of Plenty. Now the lands in this, I'm not actually too excited over because they kind of feel like they're a reprint from some of the M20 lands, which is fine, but they're not amazing like, what was it? Ravnica Allegiance? I like those lands a lot. Eutropia, the Choice Favored, Mystic Repeal, and Agonizing Remorse. 3 cards that are great staples in your booster draft and whatnot. This one is going to see a lot of play. Agonizing Remorse. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it or a card from their graveyard. Exile it and lose 1 life. Going to see a lot of play. I know it is. Just because of all the escape and all of the return to graveyard type of stuff in this set. So, there's this. And the Bronze-Hide Lion. The Bronze-Hide Lion actually turns into an enchantment that has the same ability that he has, which is gains indestructible until end of turn. Pretty good move. Daxos plus the Sun, Stinging Lionfish, and the Binding of the Titans. Binding of the Titans is another one that is eventually going to see a lot of play with escape cards. Alright. Number 4. Go. Goat token. Mountain and Tarnika. She's actually a pretty good one for creating some creature tokens and whatnot. Whenever Tarnika attacks, untap another creature you control until end of turn. That creature has base power up or needs indestructible. Oh man. So you can turn your little goat token creatures into 4 forms that are indestructible. That's something to do. Definitely something to have fun with. Keep forgetting that these are pull tabs, so I keep going for the middle. Alright, human soldier token. Swamp and... Oh, hey! I actually put this guy in the pre-release pretty hardcore. Voracious Typhon. Escape 7 and then 4 of the cards from your graveyard. Voracious Typhon escapes with 3 token counters. Our rare is Storm Herald. Storm Herald is actually pretty good. I like this card a lot. When it enters the battlefield, return any number of aura cards from the battlefield, from the graveyard to the battlefield attached to creatures you control. Exile those auroras at the beginning of the next end step. If those auras would leave the battlefield, exile them instead of putting them anywhere else. Great card if you want to smash somebody for a quick run. Alright, Drag to the Underworld. Another card that's going to be really popular in black, especially with the devotion of black that pays X less and destroy target creature. So essentially, you play your 1-cost Ebon Illusion Knight guy and a vampire that costs 1. And now you have a 2-cost. So, great card. I'm going to run through this a little bit more. Alright, so we got a gold token. Another token that you can sacrifice an artifact. Sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color. So gold is going to be a thing. Let's see here. Wrap in Flames. So Wrap in Flames and Shadow Spear. There we go. So that's not a bad card to pull. This one is going to be in every single commander deck as well. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has trample and lifelink, and then pay 1 colorless and permanents your opponent controls. Lose hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Just ridiculously overpowered. Just so overpowered. So to keep this moving along, let's keep going here. Another goat token. An Island. Alright, Predian. Thaumaturge. Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, you may have him become a copy of another target creature, except it has this ability. Whoa. That... Alright, so in Arena, I'm going to break that, because I'm going to do something crazy like use those flash enchantments and Neoform with what was it called? Amplifier, and make him into another amplifier creature. I am going to do that. That is going to be so much fun. Alrighty. Alright, another human soldier. Swamp. And Temerate, Calls of the Dead. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Then you may exile a creature or enchantment card from your graveyard. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So you get to do that twice. Then you can gain X life and scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. So you can play a bunch of other zombies as well, on top of just having this card in play. And making zombies, you can scry 2 minimum, unless they destroy the zombies in some way. Which, if they're attacking you, that might be a case. Minotaurs. There are a lot of really nice Minotaurs. And actually, I really like this one. This one's nice. Looks pretty cool. Alrighty. Ooh, it peaked. Uh-oh. Alright, Satyr. This guy. And Heliod's Intervention. And then a full art Elspeth. That is good. I like that. Elspeth is not my favorite. I think she could have been better. If she would have been able to put a plus on herself in any way, shape, or form, I think she would have been infinitely better. But she's meant to die, and then she's meant to come back, and then she's meant to die, and then come back. Yeah, I played her in the draft. I did pull her in the pre-release limited, so I played her very, very much, and she was a lot of fun to play, but I just don't see her taking off as much as some of the other escape type cards, because her cost is actually rather steep, but again, she's a planeswalker, so, you know, I guess they're trying to keep it up on that. But first, Iroan Games. This one's pretty good. Create a one white human soldier creature token. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you draw 2 cards. And then create a gold token. So it's not too bad. This is a great card. Love it. Playing with it on Arena a lot, because it holds value. It's a great card. Alright, we're changing it up here. No more humans or satyrs. A kraken. Alright, a mountain and the labyrinth of Shopko. Thanks, Amy, for putting that in my head. And I'll never not see Labyrinth of Shopko again. So, Labyrinth removes attacking or blocking creature from combat. So, that's fun. Amy is one of the World of Games 2.0 owners down in Lakeville, and she was the one that decided to put that in my head. So, big shout out to Amy for that. Tentacle 1/1. So tentacles were a thing for a little bit, and then they went away, and now they're back. So this will be interesting. Elspeth conquers death, and spells are your permanent. Opponent controls convert a mana cost 3 or greater. Non-creature spells your opponent's cast cost 2 colorless more to cast until your next turn. Return target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. Or a loyalty counter. Okay, so Elspeth is meant to be used with that, for sure. Or any type of combination with all of the planeswalkers that are already available as well. I mean, think if you Teferi'd to death and then just brought him back next turn. I think your opponent would be pretty pissed. Alright, a Reflection and a Swamp. Woe Strider! Woe Strider. Nessian Wanderer. And yeah, nothing too special. Nothing I'm too excited about, but flick that over there. Satyr again, Mountain, and Favored Iroans. And, Thrix, the Sudden Storm. This guy is going to be fun to play with. Eventually, I'm hoping to throw him into some type of elemental deck, being that he's an elemental and a giant. So if you wanted to play him in a giant or elemental deck, he would fit in both. So, excited. Super cool. Yeah. Let's continue on here from the top. Oops, see? Let's still go with the American packs, where you have to open them up from the center, struggle with them for about 15 minutes, and then you're good from there. Game card, that, and yes! Erebos. Bleak-Hearted. This is my second one. I pulled one last night from the booster packs that I won from the actual event, the pre-release event last night. So, super excited for that guy. I want to play him in some, fun and broken way as well. Human Soldier, Swampy, and a Foil Mountain. Great. Put that over there. We should probably put these guys over. So, I've seen a lot of videos of people opening these packs and saying the foil rate has gone down, but I'm not seeing it. I'm halfway through this box and, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 foils. That's not actually that bad. Hera, Best the Sea God. Wow, this is an amazing enchantment. So this saga, create an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token with X-Proof. So that's where our Kraken guy comes into play. If you saw that guy get pulled, boom, X-Proof Kraken, done. Yours, baby. Whoever she's having a relationship with under that sea, that's none of my business. So we got Celeste, Beloved of the Sea. Hydra's Growth. This is the one that I'm talking about. I'm excited to play this one and break it because it is just crazy good. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on enchanted creatures. Just crazy. Here we go. Goat token. Plains. And Purphoros Intervention. So this is one of those, just like Heliod's intervention over here. It's one of those pay X spells. Create X 1/1 red create an X1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. So this guy gives us gonna be giant. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Or he deals twice X damage to a creature or planeswalker. So he's meant to kill creatures and planeswalkers. Pretty awesome. Alright. I'm really trying not to dawdle too much on uncommons and commons. Just get 2 boxes to get through, and I don't want to make this 1,000 years. So, Island, that's a good one. Nelyah's Intervention. So this one deals X damage to each creature with flying. So you get to nuke the entire Flyers board. It's a great card. Annex, hardened in the forge. Something to note with this guy too. If you deal damage and they all are indestructible, and the thing that gives them indestructible dies, like the angel that gives all flyers indestructible. If that thing dies, it then takes over and kills everything that was dealt damage. Because they're not impervious to damage. So this is a good way to wipe the board if you can do it. Alright, Annex hardened in the forge. I like to keep these guys separate because their alternate cards, the little constellation cards, are super sweet. And then those two, and let's continue. A Pacha. Zombie token. I love this zombie. He's super cool to look at. Alright, I got a foil chariot, like that. Treacherous Blessing. When the blessing enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards for 3 mana. Whenever you cast a spell, lose 1 life. And whenever the blessing becomes the target of spell or ability, sacrifice it. So, draw 3 cards for 3, and then every time you cast a spell, you lose 1. Kind of worth it when it comes down to black, because sometimes black can be a little difficult to run through your deck. So you get kind of stuck with a burned out hand. But not anymore. Plains. Archon of the Sun's Grace. Alright, Flying Lifelink. Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink. Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield you control. Create a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying. Great card. It's a really fun little flyer. 3/4 for 4 with Flying Lifelink. Great card. Really great card. Lots and lots of fun. Yeah, it had to open up like that, didn't it? Yeah, it just had to. So, Mountain. Haktos. So this guy can give himself protection from everything except for 2, 3, or 4 cost card, converted mana cost cards. Oh man, this was such a pain in the butt when I fought it last night. One of the guys had it and he just kept swinging in and swinging in and swinging in, and all my creatures were like 3 and 4 and 6 and 1, and so, man, he was such a pain in the butt. So, thanks a lot, Peter, for that. Ugh. What a creep. But I eventually bested him. Because he drew into a mono pocket of about 450 lands. That's why I didn't have that many lands. Phoenix of Ash, Flying Haste, 2 colorless, 1 mountain. Phoenix of Ash gets +2/+0 till end of turn. Escape 4, exile 3. Escapes with a +1/+1 counter. So it's a 3/3 if it escapes and can buff itself 2/0. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know how much this is going to be used, but only time will tell. I know this mischievous Chimera is going to be used quite a bit, especially in the blue-red double draw deck. After first spell, very much on your turn. Get to deal 1 damage to each opponent and scry 1. Can't complain about that. Wolf token, first wolf token I've seen, so that's pretty cool. Alright, a Schwamp and Nessian Boar. Great card. I'm really excited to play with this one. All creatures able to block Nessian Boar do so whenever it becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller draws a card. So I understand that he has to draw, but it's a great way to just wipe the board of all their little piddly creatures in one. Excited to play with him, especially if you have something like, I don't know, what is his name? The blue planeswalker that prevents you from drawing. I forget. Why can't I ever think of this on camera? I never think of the actual stuff on camera. I just sit here and blank out. Whatever. Pegasus token. There we go. And here's a plains. And Kunaros, Hound of Atheros. Athreos. So, a Vigilance, Menace, Lifelink. This card is going to be great to pair with the Hushbringer. You just shut every single thing down, and then you just beat them to death. It'll be fun to see how that all pans out. See, still going in the middle. Still can't get around this Japanese style of opening. You know, they just have a better way of doing it. I'm so used to just doing it the jankiest way possible. Gold. And, oh, yes! Oh my god. This is one of the cards that I am so excited to play with. Nyx Lotus is one of those cards you better start collecting. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be in everything. Its value is going to be maintained. It's just a great card all around. I'm putting it with my mythics because it is great. It enters the battlefield tapped. Choose a color. Add an amount of mana of that color equal to your devotion to that color. Just crazy good. Just so crazy good. Alright, down to the last stack of packs. You know, it's a couple packs in, but it's alright. Human Soldier, cool. Swamp and Setessan Training. This is a great card. 2 cost. Enter the battlefield, draw a card, gets +1/+0 and trample. Great card to have in like one of those aura space decks. And Tectonic Giant is another elemental giant creature that if its spell targets it, it can either deal 3 damage to an opponent or exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them until end of turn you can play it. Great card. Like it. Here we go again on my pack. Flip it over there. Alright, set it. That guy. I did like tutors, search your library for an enchantment. Reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle your library for 3. That's a great one. Dream Super Shaman. I seen this one played this morning for Mono Black. He is abusing it like a pro. Just a pro. And it was super fun to watch. Alright. Sorry about that. Voice is a little hoarse. Probably need a glass of water. Human Soldier, Forest. President Van Brawler, that's cool. And Temple of the Seas. There we go. And uncommons and commons. Cool. Another Human Soldier, Forest, and yes! Arasta of the Endless Web. So this is one that I am excited to play with. It is 3/5 reach for 4 mana. Devotion 2, so that's good. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach. So with all the hippocamps and all the other things, the chimeras and stuff like that, that are trying to, you know, promote casting spells on your opponent's turn, super excited to see something that will respond. And spiders haven't really been too big of a tribe, so spiders should be fun. Such here. And another Temple of Malice. Not another, but a Temple of Malice. Alright, I think we're petering out for the rest of the pulls. I don't think we're going to get anything too amazing. Here we go. We have a 0/4 wall. I haven't seen that guy yet. Mountain, Arena, Kicker, and Allure of the Unknown. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. An opponent exiles a non-land card from among them, and you put the rest into your hand. That opponent may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know what you would do. I'd have to look into how to play that one. If you guys know, put a comment down below. Show me how to use this Allure of the Unknown, because off the top of my head, I can't think of any way to do that. Maybe something that would like have a negative effect on you if you cast it, like you lose the game or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to look into it. We'll see what I'm excited to see what you guys have to say. Here we go. Swamp and love this guy. Nightmare Shepherd. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of the creature. Except it's a 1/1 and it's a nightmare in addition to its other type. Awesome card. So if you're big, there's a Hydra that gets counters on it. That thing dies, it becomes a 1/1, and then gets all the counters and creature tokens. They can still fight everything and whatnot. Great card. Super fun. Super cool. Yeah, see? So used to open packs like that. You're off my groove, Japan. You're off my groove. Here's the 1/2 with thing, or 1/2 with reach, little spider guy. And, oh wow, I like this. Timurit, Chosen of Death. Alright, equal to your devotion to black. That's great. Exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. You gain 1 life for each creature card. I like this. Devotion 2, Demigod. Super cool. Wait for a Hippocamp. This is one of the Hippocamp that I was talking about. When it comes down to, trying to get people to play on other people's turns, this is one of the ones that would help me do that. Alright, down to the last 3. Last 3 packs. Here we go. Reflection token, Flames, and oh wow! There is a Nelia's Intervention. Saw that one before, but that's a how many rares is that this time around? I think this is 3 foil rares. 2 foil rares so far. So that's pretty great. And then Amphilia, the Cacophony. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile an enchantment card from your graveyard. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie token. So this would be synonymous with that other saga that would help you scry and whatnot, based on the number of zombies that you have in play. Cool. That's an awesome one. It's the final countdown on box 1. So let's do this. Okay, so Human Soldier, Forest. Wow! Calyx, Destiny's Hand. So, I know he's another mythic. 4 for 4. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an enchantment card from among them and put the card into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. -3, exile target creature or enchantment you don't control until target enchantment you control leaves the battlefield. Return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield for -7. Alright, so he is flat out another Dance of the Mance. But even more so because he doesn't have the non-aura stipulation that Dance does. Super cool. Wow, I didn't expect that guy. He wasn't the most excitable guy, but I play a lot of Dance of the Mance on Arena, so I am actually kind of interested to see how he goes. What I can do with him. Mountain, and last one is Enigmatic Carnation. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with a converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrifice enchantment's creature or converted mana cost. Put that card onto the battlefield and then shuffle your library. Not too bad. So there's Timurit, Chosen of Death before, and the foily one is right here. Much different. Super cool. Really excited. Alright, so that is box 1. Alright, so in total, out of 1 box, we got 2 foil rares. We got Nia's Intervention and Heliod's Intervention. 2 foil rares. And if we count those, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 foils. That is a lot of foils for 1 box. I'm not really used to that. Our mythic count for this was only 4. I don't think I had any more mythics in here at all. Did I miss one? I don't think I did. I'm just looking at the symbol to see if I missed it. No, I did not. Okay, so that was it. That's it for box 1. 12 foils, 4 mythics. We're just going to put all these tokens and everything like that, kind of organize them a bit. I'm going to take this big ass stack down and move it off camera there for a minute. I'm also going to do that for the uncommons as well, because, well, it's going to get a little bit unruly on me here. We're going to kind of clean this up a bit. Here we go, second box. Cut that baby open. I'm only using my fingernail. My fingernail's not like super long, but I definitely need to cut it. So here's what you got, right? So, you know, the camera's probably shaking around all over the place because I moved the table. I'm sorry about that. You know, kind of a necessary evil. Sorry for the shakes if it gives you, if it triggers you in any way. Is that the right thing to say nowadays? I don't know. You know. Alright. So, the owner of World Games 2.0 told me, have Amy pick your boxes. Amy is his wife, and Jason is the guy. And he said, have Amy pick your boxes. You're going to get good pulls if you have Amy pick your boxes. So, if you ever go in to World Games, have Amy pick your boxes if she's there. If not, you know, best of luck to you. But Amy's the reason why I got 12 foils, 2 foil rares, and the 4 mythics that I got, as well as a Nyx Lotus. Nyx Lotus is going to be the next best card in this generation of Magic. All right, gold token, forest, another Nessian boar, sweet. All right, we're just gonna cruise through because we want to get to the Battle for Zendikar box opening too. Goat, plains, and a foil crafter of wonders, Dalikos. Oh man, look at how pretty he is. Spend this ability only to pay for artifacts. Equipment creatures you control have flying and haste. Equipped creatures you control have flying and haste. Just awesome. And another Labyrinth of Shopko. Thanks, Amy, again. Never again. Ruined forever. Ruined. There we go. Human Soldier. Mountain. And a foil annex. So we got this guy before, and now we have his foil version. So that's pretty sweet. Ashiok's Erasure, also a great card. Super cool. Flash, when it comes into the battlefield, exile target spell. Your opponent's can't cast spells with the same name as exiled card. When Ashiok's Erasure leaves play, return the exiled card to its own hand. So not only is that a good one to hit their creatures, but if they're about to counter your card, you can use it on your own spell and then bounce Ashiok's Erasure somehow and have it come to your hand. I love it. I think it's great. All that janky stuff is so cool. Satyr Island, another Woe Strider, cool. Oh, into my eyes. Oh wait, that's Ghost Rider, never mind. Is that the same thing? Woe Strider, Ghost Rider? No, it's not the same thing. The Woe Strider creates goat tokens. Ghost Rider creates guilt. Fruit of Teresis loses 2 life. Cool. All right, here is another card that I'm excited for. Eidolon of Obstruction. So basically shutting down planeswalkers for 2 mana. First strike, 2/1 creature, loyalty abilities of planeswalkers your opponent's control cost 1 colorless more to activate. So you can't just Teferi for 3 anymore. It's now, well, you have to pay 1 in order to play him. Awesome. Really cool. Alright, here's the Nightmare token. That's cool. A mountain. Storm's Wrath. Alright, so Storm's Wrath deals 4 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Everything. Great card. That'll be fun to see. To wipe the board. Alrighty. Elemental token. Swamp. Alright, Treacherous Blessing. Another foil rare. Is there 2 foil rares per box now? Because this is the second box that I've gotten 2 foil rares in. And a Croax Titan Death's Hunger. Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. I can't believe this. This is great. So, Croxa enters the battlefield. Sacrifice it if it hasn't escaped. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks. So, one or the other. Each opponent discards a card. And each opponent who can't or didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. So if you discard a land out of your hand, you lose 3 life. Wow. Okay. That'll be fun to see how people use that and abuse that with, I don't know, Glinthorn maybe? The Glinthorn Buccaneer? Human Soldier. Forest. And Hateful Eidolon. As well as Clothis. Clothis. God of Destiny. Indestructible as long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7. Clothis isn't a creature. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from your graveyard. If it's a land card, add a mountain or a forest. Otherwise, you gain 2 life, and Clothis deals 2 damage to each opponent. Holy cow. That is awesome. So that's our second mythic of the box so far. Escape Velocity. Beauties Chimera and Alright, here we go. You and I, me and you, together forever. Mantle of the Wolf. Okay, so 4 cost. The enchanted creature gets 4/4. When it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, create 2 2/2 green wolf creature tokens. There's our creature token maker right there. That wolf creature token maker. That was pretty cool. Like that. I played with this girl. Renata. Call of the Hunt. I played with her last night for pre-release. I got a foil version of her. And she made Elspeth's little human soldier tokens into 2/2s every time that they were cast. So I like her a lot. She's really awesome, and it's the alternate art version of it. So, all right, wolf token for the wolf thing we just got. Island, another Shattered Sky. This is the first one that we pulled this time around as well. All right, keep going here. A setter. Boom. Gift of Strength. That's actually a really cool mythic, or a really cool foiling on it. Looks really cool. All the constellation-y stuff in the background. It's really awesome. Shadow Spear. Another Shadow Spear. That's good. If we can get some more of those, that'd be great. Put them in a Knight deck where Knights only cost like 1 to cast or 0 to equip. Wall. Swampy. Put me in third urge. It's a third urge. Thaumaturge. Yep. There you go. Human Soldier. Got a ton of those Human Soldiers. Swamp. Underworld Breach. Alright, so this is one of the cards that when I saw it in the pre-release, like, spoilers, that's what it's called, spoilers. Underworld Breach. Each non-land card in the graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice Underworld Breach. So it's basically meant to come into play, breach, and then go away. So I'm very interested to see how this all plays out. I want to see people's recommendations for that card especially, because it just seems and feels so incredibly crazy that you would be able to just throw back into play a bunch of creatures all of a sudden. All right. Playing Staggering Insight. Foil. That's good. Archon War. Acroan War. Gain control target creature. Yes. Okay. I played with this guy on Arena. Gain control of target creature for as long as Archon War remains on the battlefield until the next turn. Creatures your opponents control attack each turn available, and then each attacked creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Here we go. Really excited to get to this Battle for Zendikar box. All right, Human Soldier, Forest. Third foil rare in this box. Third. I can't believe that. Etris, Oracle of Half-Truths. All right. So, Jason, Amy, thank you so much for picking my boxes last night, because third foil rare in all the box. No foil rare or foil mythics, but you know, we have 2 mythics so far. We're less than halfway through the box, about 1/3, maybe almost halfway, but yeah, definitely not as far as it could. All right, Temple of Plenty. Yeah, here's the Sun guy again, Dexos, and then this, and then a bunch of commons. And here we go. Wall, Island, and a Temple of Enlightenment. And some commons and commons. Here we go. Flick it off into Oblivion. Here we go. That guy, Forest. And another Tectonic Giant. And then commons and commons. Give me something good. Right at the point when you typically get it. I know people don't like to map these things, but alright, Scopus Mage Warden foil. That's a nice card. Another Heliod's Intervention, so that's 4 for me now. In total, I have 4 of them. Total playset of Heliod's Intervention. So apparently, it is fate telling me go make a freaking white lightning deck with this card, or a white destroying artifacts and enchantments card, and figure out a way to steal them. Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. I love this card. This card is another one that I am excited to use and abuse. Super excited. That is Mythic number 3 for this box. Right. Awesome. Crossing my fingers for another Nyx Lotus, because any amount of those is better than 0. A Tentacle, Forest, Sleep of the Dead, and there we go, a Delacoste non-foil version. So now we have both of them. That's freaking nice. I like. Alright. You get out of here, trash. Zombie, Flames, and another Call of the Dead. That'll be fun. The more the merrier. Come on and play. Here we go. Human Soldier. Again. Island. Aha! Foil. Swamp. Enigmatic Incarnation. Good. More of the good stuff. It's like a enchantment neoform to help get creatures out of your thing. So if you sacrifice an enchantment, you can go find an enchantment creature. Mountain, another wave break hippocamp. Great. I am excited to make a deck out of that. Alright, so we're back down to our last stack here. This is the final countdown to the new Theros Beyond Death. I will be uploading another video with the second round of Beyond Death booster boxes once they come in. I like to spread a little love around, and I bought 2 boxes from where's it called? Gamer's Den down in Oxford, Mississippi. I travel for work a lot, so I thought I'd just help them out as well. Eat to Extinction. Eat to Extinction. I don't actually know what this card does. Hang on here. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Okay, so escape. Escape, 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 escape. Pay for your escape, or use it to find an escape creature. Great. Just like everything was revolving around food for Throne of Eldraine. Temple of Abandoned. Okay. Attack of the Surters. They're attacking. They're so evil. Alright. Let's see here. Human Soldier. Swamp again. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Lands you control are every basic type in addition to their other types. Whoa. So, Chromatic Lantern plus a Spiral Growth. Super good. Really excited to play with that one. Now, as you can see from my, pretty little deck, the mat here, I love green. Green is my bread and butter. It's what I'm comfortable living in. And I like big, chompy green creatures and whatnot. So he's going to be fun to play because I'll definitely be throwing him into a green deck. Surtur, Island, and Gallia of the Endless Dance. Another Surtur. Other Surturs you control get +1/+1 and have haste whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures. You may discard a card at random. If you do, draw 2 cards. I like this a lot. This is a great card. I'm definitely going to be playing with that guy. She should be pretty good for especially discard decks, red-green especially. Yeah, the grill discard. Is that a thing? We're gonna make the thing. And another Elspeth Conquered Death. So that's our second one. If we can see that our second one here. I just put it over there just to show that those two would go together. So. Here we go. Heliod, Sun-Crowned God. So there we go. There's our 4th mythic of this box. Now it seems to be a running theme that there's only 4. I have 5 here from the first box because of Nyx Lotus. If I find another Nyx Lotus, it's coming onto this side. That's where I want Nyx Lotus to be because it is so good. I want all of them. 30 of them, 40 of them, 50 of them. Give me another Nyx Lotus. Wolf. Swamp. Gravebreaker Lemia. Great card for finding your escape card. Spells you cast from the graveyard cost 1 color plus cast. Awesome. Super cool. Good card. Where are you going? Suicidal purple wizard guy. He doesn't even have flying. Why was he trying to fly? Reflection, Forest, and Erebos Intervention. So this one I did get a chance to use. I pulled this one in the pre-release, and target creature gets -X/-X till end of turn. You gain X life. Great. Exile up to twice X cards from graveyard. So any graveyard, no matter where it is, you want to exile your own stuff. You just have Conrad in play. Do it. You can do it with that. Human Soldier, Mountain, Setessan Champion, Constellation. Whenever your enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Setessan Champion and draw a card. Ooh, that's nice. I like it. All right, we're down to the last 3 packs. Last 3 Theros Beyond Death packs. Satyr. All right, Island. Hero of the Pride, and another Haktos. All right, run through these. 2 left. Here's the second to last pack. Human Soldier, Swamp, and Nadir Kraken. So this was what the tentacle card goes to. This is what the tentacles are going to be used for. 2/3 for 3. Whenever you draw a card, you can pay 1 color. You put a +++ counter on them and create a 1/1 blue tentacle creature token. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be super fun. Last pack. Here we go. Go token. Planes. And Dream Trawler. Flying. Lifelink for 6. 2 colorless, 2 island, 2 planes. Whenever you draw a card, Dream Trawler gets +1/+0 till end of turn. Whenever it attacks, draw a card and discard a card. Dream Trawler gains hexproof until end of turn. Tap it. Actually, very good flying card. Cost is a little bit steep. I don't see that really going anywhere, but cool. All right. So that's it for Beyond Death. Theros Beyond Death is done. Battle for Zendikar is now in commencement. Here we go. So, here we go. Open it up. It is sealed, so I have never opened this. I don't know what's inside of it. But it is one of those, well, I guess it's called Fat Pack, but they stopped calling it Fat Pack because I'm sure somebody got sensitive. So here we go. Let's see what's inside this guy here. Okay, so, Battle for Zendikar. Player's Guide, which, looking through it real quick, yeah, it just has all the cards that are there. In that, we got this fancy little piece of cardboard, so that's good. And oh, for all the thieves out there, nice try. Nice try. Not gonna steal this guy. It's being launched. Now, these Fat Packs and I guess the collector's boxes now is what they call them, have this this part here, where if you take it off a little more carefully than I do, it actually has piece of art on the inside if you want it. I really don't keep these things because they're not really interesting to me, but if anybody wants that, just hit me up in the comments and we'll figure something out. Alright, so we're going to open this up. It has little dividers. This is silly. Why not just package it normally? Anyway, so it comes with 2 deck boxes. Battle for Zendikar deck boxes. Pop these open. Boom. Base Unnatural Disaster. Gotta love it. Hey, there's your deck boxes. So I'm only going to set one of these up. Just boom, there we go. Flip it off to the side. And then these are wrapped up. There should be 9 booster packs. 3, 9, yep. Land pack, it looks like. And it looks like a full art land. Or is that only a certain amount of them? Not sure. Let's get this box out of here. Okay, box is out of here. This guy, let's get cracking into the one with the lands first. Just because I'm kind of excited to see if it's all full arts or not. Throw the trash away, get the packs out. Alright, let's see. Is this all full art? These full arts can go for like 25 cents a pop. So, why not? Oh man. Oh, the full art. Delicious. Love it. I like it more than the Pokemon lands, that's for sure. where I feel like these lands actually have an art to them, and they actually are like painted by an individual. I don't know. Color me biased, that's fine. Alright, so first pack, let's do this. Okay, so these are now the American way, so they actually feel more green too. So we're going to get down here into the uncommons. Not really going to spell, I'm not really going to go too far into the commons here. Hagra Sharpshooter, Watercaller, Behemoth, and first off, the Forest Plains. Comes into play tap unless you control 2 or more basic lands. That is a good pull. I think those are the really expensive lands that come into it. And Hedron Archive foil, and then another full art land. Eldrazi token. Super cool. Alright, second battle for Zendikar pack. Let's see. Commons. Hey, Void Attendant, Molten Nursery, Ulamog Reclaimer, and Drana. Flying first strike 3 for 2/3. Whenever she deals damage to a player, put a ++ counter on each attacking creature you control. Ouch! That would hurt. So that's a mythic. First mythic from this box. Super good. So we got 1 land, and I'll see if I can look up totals and put the totals on the screen when those cards show up, because I think that's worth something. I think it is. I think I'm going to put it over here because I think it is worth something. Let's go here and yes, Lumbering Falls, and at either or, and it becomes a 3/3 green-blue elemental creature token with hexproof until end turn, and it's still a land. Wow. So far, I'm actually very pleased with these pulls. Not only because is it cool, but I've never opened up any Battle for Zendikar at all. I got back into Magic, 2019 was my first pre-release that I went back to. So, yeah, been out of the game for a bit. And then the Wasteland Strangler. Super cool. When it enters the battlefield, you may put a card an opponent owns from exile into the player's graveyard. If you do, target creature gets -3/-3 until end turn. Just crazy with all of the escape and other things that we've opened. Crazy. Okay, so that was all the packs from that. Let's try to get into this guy here. How do we do this? I think we're just going to take this die and twist it out. So we got our die here that has the Battle for Zendikar symbol. Okay, we'll put that there, and let's see. There's 5 packs in here, right? So we're going to divide this up by 4. And so 1 through 4 is going to be the first pack on top, and 5 through 8 is going to be the next pack, etc., etc. Here we go. 11. So the third pack. That's the one we have to start with. It has Kiora on the front, so if we pull Kiora out of this baby, I'm so happy. I did take a little peek of Battle for Zendikar, and I did see that Gideon and Kiora are 2 of the Planeswalkers in here, so I would be super thrilled. Commons. And, Hero Galbada. Rally, whenever Hero Galbada or another ally enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control being indestructible until end of turn. That's not that bad. So, starting from the top now with pack number 1. Rogue Strider. Commons, 1, 2, 3. Shrine of Forsaken God. And 1 color's mana in your mana pool, or tap and add 2 colorless to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast colorless spells. Activate this ability if you control 7 or more lands. Okay, I mean that's not the worst, but I don't think it's the best either. Retreat, landfall. Whenever a land enters your battlefield under your control, choose 1. You may tap or untap target creature. Scry 1. That's a good one. I like that. Alright. Pack number 2. Here we go. Commons. Uncommon. Oh! Sunken Hollow. Yes! And a foil Evolving Wilds. Evolving Wilds is actually a really great card. I like that a lot. You can search your library for a basic land card. Which if they look like these, they're great! Oh, man. Sweet. Oh, that's sick. 2 of those type of lands. Which I'm not sure how much they cost right now, but I'm definitely going to be looking it up on TCG once I get done here. And Allied Encampment. Ally Encampment. And then another, this is actually a foil ally. That's great. Add 1 close mana to your mana pool, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, spend mana only to cast an ally spell. Sacrifice an ally encampment, return target ally you control to its owner's hand. Nice. So that's pretty slick. Great. Alright. Let's see, last pack here. This is the last one. So common to gone. Crumble to dust. And conduit of drugs. Kept on a room and research your library for colors. Creature card with converted mana cost of 7 or greater. Reveal it and then put it in, and shuffle your library and put the card on top. First creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. Woo! That's good. I like that guy. Alters Reap, or Alters Reap. Why did I say Reap? What? Yeah. And that's it. Thank you for joining me, guys. I really appreciate you sticking with me for this entire video. I know it's a doozy. 2 boxes of Theros and 1 fat pack of Battle for Zendikar. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make sure you share this with your friends to make sure that they know and understand how these box openings go. We get 4 mythics, it looks like, on average. Yeah, 4 mythics. 1 Nyx Lotus out of, I would say, about 3 boxes. I got 1 out of 2, but from talking to everybody else, the Nyx Lotus usually show up. 1 guy opened 4 boxes, never got 1, and then 1 person opened up 1 and got 2. So it's about 3 on average, roughly. But whatever. Thanks for joining me. Have a great night and a great day or whatever you have, and thanks for watching.